What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here, and I get a lot of people asking me to make certain videos. Hey, I want to see the video with the truck with the espresso machine in it. I want to see another one of these. I want to see the $500 car challenge. But the most common request I've gotten lately has been for a house update, and here it is. I have, these are small, but essentially I have blueprints. Now, this is a house update that is the second take, I'm going to be honest. I made a house update and I realized it was 30 minutes long because there's a lot to cover. But let me skip through everything and keep this concise for the people that just want to know what's going on but don't want to keep up with all the drama. Those of you that want to know really what happened and all the stuff that went down and why it's now been 2 years since my last house update effectively, you could do, I'll do the Patreon doesn't really, I don't really have an active Patreon, so I will do the channel memberships and I will load you guys up with as much behind the scenes footage of my daily life as you want to see, as long as it doesn't involve my family, but you guys can see all the rest. So if you want to do that, the first video upload I'll do is the house update stuff on the channel membership side. But long story short, after 2 years and $97,000 in professional fees, I was voted down on my first application to build the house and the garage. The second time I was voted through for the house, which was essentially the same house, without the garage and the stipulation that I can't YouTube from my property, ever. Like, not inside the house, not outside the house. Fast forward, now I'm looking for all sorts of different subcontractors and everything like that. I'm looking for cool stuff to put in the house. So if you guys know anything or have companies or anything like that that have, hey, you may want to check out, we have a new spray foam installation or something like that that saves you 30% of your energy costs. Now's the time to reach out to me, rob@superspeeders.com, because I'm still in that phase where I've got everything sorted down. I know where all the electrical outlets are. I got rid of stuff like the coax cables. I've got one coax coming into the house. Everything else is going to be Wi-Fi. I don't need coax cables for every TV because nobody does that anymore. What else did I get rid of? Telephone jacks. Lose the telephone jacks. Nobody needs a telephone jack. But stuff like that is all part of what I'm doing to the house now. So I'm designing. The house is already designed. I've got the floor plans. I've got everything. First step is I've got to disconnect all the utilities, so the water, electric, and gas. Then once they're disconnected, which will be October 7th, then I can move forward with the demo phase. Demo phase is when you knock everything down, get an excavator in there to clean a nice hole there so we can pour the foundation for, or the whatever the new foundation that we're going to be setting the house on will then be built. Old septic comes out, new septic goes in, and then you frame it up and start going from there. But there is your update. It's all happening actually now, and it's starting to get real. Why didn't I do this stuff before? Well, the amount of headache back and forth, if you see the other video, you'll sort of gauge why, but the amount of headache back and forth and the fight that it took to get this house approved was 2 years and quite expensive. So I'm glad, I'm looking forward to it. I can't tell you how relieved I am to finally be able to push forward, and now I'm starting to look at all the professionals and everything like that, which I didn't want to do previously because I didn't want to waste anyone's time going and getting a construction loan or doing anything like that. It's fruitless. If I had no idea it was going to take 2 years, honestly, but it didn't seem like there was a clear path to getting this stuff done. So now that we do, we start the process. Again, here's front of the house, back of the house, sides of the house, and obviously these plans are small just as for like a final proof where we can identify stuff that doesn't belong or stuff that should be there or inconsistencies. But now we'll have the final blueprints coming up pretty soon, and then we'll get this thing going. So there's your house update. Yay, finally got past, got through both the historical board I did twice. Planning board voted me down the first time, and they voted me through the second time for the house, as I said. I also, because, and you may have been outraged, what do you mean you can't YouTube from your house? That was a big point of contention for quite some time throughout the process, and I was forced to accept it as a condition that I can't do any YouTubing or anything that would constitute commercial activity on the property, and that's just something now. the option I have is to challenge that ruling, which is what I'm doing now. I didn't want to do it now because I want to put the money into the house, but I only have 45 days to from the date that it's published to challenge this, and I had to then dump another 20 or 30 grand into legal fees to do that. So we'll see what happens. We're in for a fun ride, hopefully, and I like to be optimistic, but let's say 7 to 9 months to get this thing built up. It's going to be a gorgeous house. Very expensive, though. A lot of the materials I have to use, real wood, other stuff like real wood, true divided glass windows. Everything is just like really expensive. But it'll be gorgeous. I'm excited. My wife is excited. My kids are excited. And I'm super excited to move out of this apartment and move into this house that I've been looking forward to. I've been envisioning living in my head since I bought it 3 years ago. So there's your update. I'll see you guys on the other side if you want to check out the full explanation. I just realized that 30 minutes long, half of you guys are just going to check out and be like, whatever. But this is a concise version. Long story short, I did get approved to build a house that I can live in, and I am very happy about that. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. For those of you not familiar with my other company, I started a company called Adventure Drives, which combines driving and bucket list travel. It's a lot of fun. If you're interested, prices can be done per person. Don't worry if you don't have somebody to go with you, we can match you up with somebody. You can check the link in the description for adventuredrives.com and sign up today.